Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you, get 18% off. We out.
All right, man, let's talk about some basketball. Once again, we're going to start off with basketball. Here's some music entertainment, eventually some boxing, man. But I do appreciate everybody for tapping in. Share the video. Best way to donate is, if you haven't subscribed and share the video, man, thumbs up the video. As well, check out the NBA Talk playlist. Hopefully, we got an NBA live stream coming soon. I was going to do one. We went out to Vegas last weekend. Couldn't get it done before the playoffs started. We'll get to it. But yesterday, we had 4 games. I had to redo the thumbnail. I forgot to put the Celtics and Nets in yesterday, man. But we had 4 games, not 4. 4 games yesterday, man. And let's start it off. They don't got it in order. I think the Knicks and the Hawks played first yesterday. Excuse me. Happy Memorial Day to everybody, by the way, for those who celebrated. Start off with the Knicks and Hawks. Ultimately, I watched the game like a lot of them until it got out of hand, and the Hawks is a bad matchup for them. They don't have no defensive specialists out there who you can put on Trae Young and stop it. And Tom Thibodeau, sorry, the dog chewing the bone. Tom Thibodeau is stuck in his ways. You know, personally, what I'm gonna do is trap and double Trae Young. Excuse me. I'm gonna trap him, and I'm gonna make him get the ball out of his hand. I'm gonna make Collins, Hunter, Capella, Bojanovic, Gallinari, Okongwu. I'm gonna make somebody else. Facilitate and beat me. So as soon as Trae Young get off the court, I'm trapping him. You know what I'm saying? I'm trapping him. And at this point, if they still win and they still hit shots, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm doing is I'm trapping them. I'm not running them off the 3-point line. I'm letting them shoot threes, but I'm trapping them. And what I want to do is protect the paint. You know, and they shot 38% from 3 yesterday. The Knicks shot. I'm trapping them. I'm not running them. I'm letting them shoot threes, and hopefully the threes don't fall without Trae Young getting them good looks. And on the other side of the paint, Thibodeau ain't shit offensively, but what I'm doing is putting Julius Randle on the block, clearing off the side, doing a 2-man game with Derrick Rose. That's what I'm doing. I'm clearing out the side. I'm letting Julius Randle walk off the block. And as soon as he gets some confidence, then I'm letting him work off the elbow, the mid post. Then I'm putting him in pick and roll situations with everybody else. But and also they gotta attack. He love this bone. You gotta attack Trae Young. So I'm switching Trae Young every time. If they switching, I'm trying to get Trae Young on Julius Randle. I'm trying to get Trae Young on Derrick Rose, and I'm clearing out the side. And I'm either 2-man game with Randle and Rose, Randle and Barrett, or I'm attacking Trae Young every time. If Trae Young gonna trick Derrick Rose and we get that switch, guess what? Clearing out the side, letting Derrick Rose post up Trae Young or whatever. That's how it's got to be. Excuse me. That's how it's got to be. That's what I'm doing. On offense, I'm getting the ball out of here. I'm trapping them, making somebody else beat me. On offense, I'm going at them every time. If they get switched on Young, Rose, whoever it is, I'm posting them up. I'm attacking them, trying to get them in foul trouble, trying to get him to exert energy. These dudes don't know how to coach these days. Or they don't know how to coach offense and defense, or both defense and offense. And I'm attacking them every time. If I got to go out there and put Barrett, Rose, whoever else out there, Burt, I'm attacking him every time. I'm attacking him every time down court. I'm posting him. I'm getting him switched. I'm trying to get him in foul trouble. And once you take Young off this team, they don't know how to operate. They don't have another facilitator. Bojanovic will probably be their next best facilitator they're going to play, because they ain't going to play Chris Dunn, But that's what I'm doing. But ultimately, yesterday, bad matchup. Randle can't go right. Randle can't shoot over length. And they don't have no answer for Trae Young, bro. They don't have a defensive specialist over there. And that's the biggest problem, man. But, the Knicks had they had over expectations, and you look at some price and free agents or some trades they need to make, they got to find a number one, They got to find somebody, a number one. Maybe they're trading for Damian Lillard. It'd be something. Maybe if they could trade for Lillard and McCollum, I don't know how possible that is, but they could trade for Lillard and McCollum. I think that'd be perfect. You make Julius Randle the third option. hopefully Mitchell Robinson continue to grow on Nerds in the well, stay healthy. That'd be the best thing. And obviously they would have to trade Derrick Rose, R.J. Barrett, and guys like that. But somebody like that, not necessarily them guys. They need 2 guys, that's going to, be number 1 and 2 options in the backcourt. But let's move on. The Lakers and the Suns. I love this game. I didn't watch it at first. I thought the Suns were going to get blew out. Then I heard AD got injured and all that. And ultimately, AD played 19 minutes. He didn't play well, but, it was his groin. And you look at it, the Lakers outscored them first by 1. And then the Phoenix outscored them by 5 in the second, I think it did. 5, excuse me. And ultimately, man, what happened here is AD got injured. LeBron, he only playing spurts. Nobody really noticing that. LeBron is playing in spurts. And once you take one of those away, AD has been the one. When they won, it's kind of put him over the top offensive, defensively. LeBron can only play in spurts. And Schroeder, Wesley Matthews, Andre Drummond. Obviously, AD was hurt. They gave you nothing. But Gasol played in spurts. Kuzma need to get out of there. Kuzma need to go somewhere where he could be the second or third option for real. But ultimately, Chris Paul, they was going to sit him, but he played hell of a game. And Chris Paul, man, whatever they did to that shoulder, whatever, praying or whatever they did, 18 points, 9 assists. He shot 7 for 15 from the floor, then hit a 3-point shot. Ultimately, man, if they going to win this series, man, he's going to boil down to them getting Devin Booker better looks. Devin Booker, they giving him the ball. They pressuring Devin Booker. As soon as he get the ball, they not switching. They fighting over. Ultimately, man, they got to move Booker. These dudes can't coach. I hate to say that about Monty Williams and Tom Thibodeau and Frank Vogel. Them motherfuckers can't coach. I coach better than them. I'm bringing Devin Booker off those Rip Hamilton, Reggie Miller screens and not allowing a set defense to get him. I'm coming off pin downs. I'm bringing them off curls. I'm not just, all they do is isolation and fucking pick and roll today, man. Excuse my language. So that's that. If they don't find a way to free up Devin Booker, the series going to be over it. With AD or no AD, in my opinion, that's what it boiled down to. Yesterday, the Lakers went through droughts and, the Suns went through droughts, and ultimately, it was Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder hitting some big shots yesterday. And ultimately, man, Cameron Payne got to play better. Look here. If they don't find a way to get Devin Booker easier shots, this series is over with. It's over with. They got to find a way to get Devin Booker easier shot. And that's having him move without the basketball. Either you clear the side out, have him post play 2 minutes. They don't know how to coach no more, man. That's why I don't watch basketball like I used to, bro. They don't know how to play no more. And then also they allow them to play zone, so that makes it a little bit tougher, matchup zone. But they don't know how to coach no more, man. And honestly, I'm moving Booker without the ball. You got Bridges, you got Cam Johnson that can shoot it. And also, man, they need to post up DeAndre Ayton a lot more. Ayton's been playing well. Not just put him in a pick and roll situation. Shit, clear the side out. Allow Ayton and Booker or Paul to play a 2-minute game and that'd be all right. But ultimately, LeBron can't carry the load. But if Booker don't play better, the Suns gonna win. Great game yesterday, man. I truly enjoyed the game. Down the stretch, anytime LeBron lose, I'm happy. But if they don't find a way to free Booker up, Monty Williams, they gonna lose. And it's gonna fall on y'all, boy. Y'all got Monty Williams. But, I think the Lakers will still be the favorite to win the series. And let's see what the odds are. Let's see. I got a Magilla Gorilla for sale. Remember that joint? Ain't nobody want to buy old Magilla Gorilla. Let's see. Baby. Okay, let's see. So we looking at Sirius. They got some shitty odds on the series. Phoenix is a negative 118. Lakers is a negative 101. So to be honest, you got a better. So this Phoenix is the Lakers are the favorite, right? Negative 104. You got to bet 104 to win $100. You got to bet 118 to win $100 for the Phoenix to win. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. This should kind of confuse me. So I think. No, excuse me. The Suns are the favorite right now. Excuse me. The Suns are the favorite. because you got to bet more money to win. So yeah, the Suns are the favorite right now. I think because of AD injury. Excuse me for having a brain fart, but yeah, whatever it is, man. I'm usually doing with pluses. Okay, if the Lakers win the next 2 games, it's a plus 70. So if we go 7, the Suns is a plus 50, plus 250, excuse me. So you can literally bet on the series, bro. The Lakers win 4-3, 7 is 210. So, all right. So it is what it is. Let's move on. Then the last game on the Brooklyn Nets taking on Celtics. That got ugly real early. We know what happened. I talked about that in the video before. It is what it is. Ultimately, Brooklyn got just got too much firepower, man. I think this might be the year for Harden to get over the hump. Because all he got to do is facilitate. He had a lot of rest. And Kyrie went off last night. And ultimately, you got to ask yourself, can you beat this team 4 times without all 3 of them going off? And ultimately, we knew Boston had a firepower with Jalen, whatever old boy named Jalen Brown, with a healthy team. They didn't have a firepower, we knew. So really ain't no much point to talk about it. Tatum had 40 points yesterday, but I think most of that came in garbage time. And ultimately, it's time for them to remake this roster. I would think about trading Brown and everybody but Tatum. I would trade everybody but Tatum and try to, fix it over. But ultimately, Brooklyn's too much firepower. They're too comfortable. They got something to kind of rally behind after the fans throwing something and the racial comments that Kyrie. We all know it's been racial shit said in Boston. I was born in '89 and shit. I knew about the history of Boston. When I was a kid. But ultimately, man, Durant had a great game. And how you beat the Celtics is pretty much how Philly and Boston got a chance to how you beat the Nets is how Philly and Boston gonna approach it. And what you want to do if you Milwaukee with your Vance, you want Drew Holiday on Kyrie, right? You want Middleton to take out. I'll say Kevin Durant. Matter of fact, I put him on Harden. Let Kevin Durant get his, and really this is going to be the series where Giannis can do what he want to do. Giannis could be the Giannis he was last year. Let Giannis create for Drew Holiday and Middleton. And let Giannis get his. And that's just really got to be the game plan for them, bro. Let Giannis just, create for everybody else in that series, man, and post Giannis and allow them to stop Giannis in that series. But that's gonna be my favorite series in the next round. That's gonna be a good series. In Philly, Ben Simmons could stop Kyrie, one of them. Joel Embiid beat him in the inside. And they could do the same thing with Giannis. Giannis play the 5. Let Giannis and them play bully ball on the inside. But Brooklyn gonna be tough to beat. If Brooklyn come out the East, nobody beating Brooklyn at all. Because LeBron is not gonna check Kyrie. LeBron is not gonna check James Harden. LeBron is not gonna check KD. So LeBron not checking nobody. Carry on AD. KD gonna eat him alive, So Brooklyn gotta get beat in the East. Anybody out west, I think, can beat Brooklyn, man. Honestly, let me think. Let me look at the bracket. So nobody can beat them out west, but nobody. The East got a better chance to beat them because how the team's built, But yeah, man, it is what it is. Moving on, you had the Clippers and the Mavericks, and we'll turn this series around. With Luka getting injured. Okay, let's call it what it is. Luka getting injured turned it around. When he had the shoulder injury, it went the other way. They had no answer for Luka. Last year was Porzingis getting injured. The Porzingis playing like a business this series, man. Motherfucker, they won't put him on the block. They got Dirk there. Dirk didn't start winning until Dirk got on the block. Obviously, they were talking ish about Kawhi Leonard, and ultimately Kawhi Leonard was a plus 27 last night. He averaged 30 points for the series. Paul George came alive. He had a pretty good game the last couple of games, and ultimately, man, they letting them find a rhythm. And ultimately, what it boiled down to is Luka being injured. Porzingis not picking up the load and getting on the block and playing like a big man, and it's their fault, bro. Rick Carlisle, it's Luka injury fault, but Rick Carlisle got to put Porzingis in the post and let Porzingis get more than 12 shot attempts. Luka still took 9 shot attempts last night. They shot 16, almost 17% from 3, 5 for 30. Clippers shot My bad, man. I had to go outside. Somebody was at the door. Zapato gone. But yeah, man. It's I think it's over with. If Luka's shoulder don't get better, and ultimately, man, they need help. Luka need a legit second scoring option. Excuse me, shit. It's hot outside. He need a legit second scoring option, man. If he can get that, or somebody can get their own bucket. And they need some coaching too, man. Honestly, I need some coaching help. They need somebody that's gonna tell Luka to get the ball out of his hand and play without the ball a little bit. But 2-2. Chris Paul's shoulder healed up pretty quick. Hopefully Luka's do too. If Luka come back healthy, it's pretty much over with for the Clippers. But we'll see, man. We'll see, man. All good games yesterday. Today we got Sixers, Wizards at the Wizards. I think it's be a sweep for the 76ers. Jazz and Grizzly. They go one more game. We know the 76ers gonna win. We know the Jazz gonna win. So we'll see, man. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check the NBA Talk playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out anytime. All my social media links in the description. If you want to advertise your business on the channel, video request, chop it up. Links there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate the love support. One time. Peace.